It's YouTube Wednesday. I bought, should probably come closer for this. Okay. I have an apple because one of the things that you can do is cut your teeth for this out of apples. So I was gonna do that real quick for some. I'm gonna go over a couple options for this because there's a lot of ways to do it and different levels of commitment. Just wanted to get a slab of white apple. I'm gonna take a smaller knife. I picked up another knife at the grocery store because I love these for EVA foam, and that's what it's gonna be used for after this. So just think about what shape of teeth do you want, and you can cut them out. So I can shape these teeth as much as I want. I just made wedges basically, and then I can cut the wedge at an angle to get a nice sharp white teeth. While I have an apple out, I will do something else. I'm gonna find the center. I'm not gonna cut right in the center. I'm not gonna cut all the way through. I'm gonna meet those two cuts up, but not cut all the way through. It's a little darker in here than a kitchen. So this is something that I used to do all the time as a Renaissance Festival character. And the character that I was a thug. I was a henchman, is what I called myself. But basically, I would carry around apples, and I would go to a table of people sitting down, and I would carve an apple for them as a demo of knife skills in case they wanted anybody stabbed. So what I did was I cut down this way and down this way, but I did not go all the way through. Then I'll just take this piece right here. And then I cut a little chunk out of this so that I can put that. So let me grab a toothpick. That is a little bird or a little swan to go next to your turkey. Want to put it on like a fruit plate or cheese plate or something. You could even pull out apple seeds and shove them back into his little head for eyes. That gets done a lot. It's apple swan. All right, so I'm gonna make a couple more teeth. So why would you do this to a turkey? It's just fun. I think it's a way of making Thanksgiving your own. I have rather traditional in-laws, and I think the first year that we did this, we kind of hid it from them, and we just decorated the turkey and then took some pictures and then cut it up to serve it. But now they want to see the turkey decorated. They really want to see how it looks. So it makes it fun, makes it exciting. And all I'm doing to cut the teeth out is I'm just doing long triangles. And then from there, I'll just cut them sharp like teeth. I think that there's a lot of holidays that kind of focus on family and family of choice. And those are the holidays where you want to celebrate what makes your family unique. And I think monsters will always be something that makes my family unique. A love of Halloween. So adding a little bit of Halloween or a couple monsters to Thanksgiving is perfectly natural for my world, even though it might be weird to others. So that is apple teeth that we have cut. It's a Honeycrisp. Oh, delicious. I got some carrots. And I got all of these carrots because I wanted these two, and I'm gonna make horns out of them. I think these will make nice looking horns. So I'm just gonna cut them at an angle and about the same length. That was apple, not carrot. So let's talk about stuff. Food that looks like eyes. If you wanna go just food, then you can do olives as eyes. And I'm gonna do this first way. It's only food is gonna be used on the turkey. The second way, I'm gonna use some non-food elements on the turkey because I think that looks better. And when it comes to food, presentation is everything. That's why beautiful cakes covered in fondant that's well-shaped taste like the side of a house. They're not delicious because fondant's not delicious. I said it. How do you do this? You have to look at your turkey and figure out, where can I do this so that the turkey looks like it is a monster. And you have a lot of options. Lately, I've really liked the butt in the air approach, where you use this as the maw of the turkey. And I want to make sure the turkey stands up for me. So I'm actually just going to cut a wedge of apple. And I'll use that as a little kickstand for him. Very simply, I'm going to take my toothpicks and my 2 olives. This is the best. And eye contact when it comes to being scary is important. So make sure that your turkey is looking in the right direction. So fun. Okay, now I'm gonna do the carrots. Can I drive a toothpick through a carrot? I think the answer is probably. Put his horns on. Oh, I lost an eyeball. There we go. That is a 2 toothpick carrot right there. And now we can put in the apple teeth, do them a little bit differently. I'm just going to put the toothpick into the apple and then stab it in. And I'm breaking them in half because I don't need a whole toothpick. So this is just something that I've learned from something I've learned from burger places. Count your toothpicks. If you use toothpicks in food, know how many toothpicks you used and make sure you get that many toothpicks out. Because I have bitten into a burger with gusto and bitten into a toothpick and had it stab both the top and the bottom of my mouth at the same time. And then your reaction is to yank it out of your mouth because it hurt you. But if you do that, it hurts you more. Lessons learned. This YouTube Wednesday may not be the most practical thing. You can probably only do it 1 day a year, but sure is fun. And if you serve this, people will smile. If you serve this, people will talk about it. And if you can get them to talk at the Thanksgiving table about the turkey and how funny or terrible it was, then they're not talking about politics and they're not talking about their own personal grievances. So doing something like this to make them talk about the turkey is better than letting them talk about politics or something else. This is one option of what this is one option of what you can do to decorate your Thanksgiving turkey. This requires no special materials. I bought an apple, I bought some carrots, and I bought some olives. I can't think of anything that would make a happier Thanksgiving than bringing that out and just everybody smiling and laughing. That's great. So, let me undress the turkey. When I pull the teeth out, I just want to make sure that the toothpicks come with it. See, that toothpick stayed? That's just something to be aware of. You don't want any sharps in your food. One of the things that makes a family is a shared set of experiences. And this is an experience. We're going to use our apple kickstand again because they don't like to sit on their spine very much. What's nice about this way is you kind of have like a predator mouth happening with the turkey legs coming down. So I like that. This presentation, I normally will take off the wings so that I can use them up front. Everything I'm using on this is new in the package. Nothing is just like from the shop that I had sitting around. I have pumpkin teeth, and some eyes. We'll do the eyes last. Turkey is probably one of my favorite meats. Definitely my favorite white meat. I don't use a ton of big teeth in this because I think sometimes teeth that are too big make the mouth look small. And I think a giant mouth on this is part of what makes it awesome. And this is just pumpkin teeth. These are the ones you buy for jack-o'-lanterns. I use them in a lot of things. You can buy them on Etsy at buypumpkinteeth.com. You can find them in a lot of the stores. Well, last month, but I'm sure that there are some places who have a few on clearance. Or maybe because you're a Halloween person, you picked some up without knowing what you were going to do with them. And I normally don't do this, but I think I'm going to use one of those purple carrots and cut a tongue to hang out of the mouth. I think that'll be fun. Almost like a predator jaw with that. I'm going to take these teeth off to the side. And I had eyes here. Figure out where I want my eyes to go, probably back here. Just gonna prop these eyes up. Wings. Wing is gonna go right here, basically. And we're gonna use toothpicks to hold that in place and to hold that up a little bit. And now we have like an angry brow happening. See that angry eyebrow? And then your eyes just go right in here. I gotta figure out how to hold that sucker in. You want that mean brow to happen there. That's a much more menacing turkey. That's not the fun turkey that we had before. This turkey will actually attack you. You know, you might do some cranberry sauce around the mouth like you just ate something. That's a nice Thanksgiving blood equivalent. Let's see if I can cut a tongue out of this carrot. I will have to fix that eye. Just sort of bending the carrot and trying to train it into a position I want it to be in. A little bit of a tongue curl. If I had some mashed potatoes or something, that would be a good binder for this, for the eye. Cheese whiz is also a very good, useful thing. I did try to get some cheese whiz, but I went to Whole Foods for this. And when I asked the person at the counter, at the cheese counter for cheese whiz, they gave me a dirty look and told me to get lost. So I didn't have any cheese whiz. But we do have a monster turkey. So this turkey has evil eyebrows and it has glass eyes from a puma, from a cougar. They're taxidermy eyes, and then the plastic pumpkin teeth. So I just want to go over real quick how to carve a turkey, because that's something that's important. I always pull out this sucker here on the side. This is the thing that comes with the turkey, and it pops out to tell you that your turkey is dry. Use a meat thermometer that you stab in and tells you the internal temperature, and that way you know it's cooked but not dry. So I've already pulled off the wings. You can break those down further, but there's really no need because that's grabbable. Cut this excess skin here, and then you just push down. You'll hear a little pop. And that pop is the joint coming out, and then you can peel this back and separate. A lot of people will just chop straight through. What happens is you end up getting the end of one of those bones. So I'll just go in with the back of the knife and pry. And now this bone is whole, this bone is whole, and you don't have little bone chips in there. That's a whole piece. You could set that off to the side. And now this has popped out of socket nicely. I'm just going to take off this whole thigh. You have pans ready. And you have a shoulder drumstick that you want to just kind of cut around a bit. And again, peel that back. You'll hear a pop. That's it coming out. Then once it's separated, I've got my finger between the ball joint there. Then you can go in with your knife and take it to the joint and away. And that's a nice piece. Chest or breast meat, find the keel up front, go in, go down, you'll hit the bone, come up underneath. I'm not putting pressure, you should have a good sharp knife. And I'm just going along the ribs to get the breast off in one nice big piece. And then before I put that in the pan, I want to cut that. And there's no bone chips. It's just meat. This knife could use a steel right about now, but. And that is half your turkey ready to go. All carved up. And then the other half is ready and waiting. But the other half goes the exact same way. Happy Thanksgiving. Go make stuff.
Do the sound.
First, I would like to thank wife Shannon Hops for cooking an exquisite turkey for this demonstration of turkey monsterification. Now it's time for some Patreon shout-outs. Austin Ramby, Melody Clark, Travis Gurin, Kelly, King of Halloween, Charla Whittington, and Mullica Manufactory. And thank you to all our supporters for extra content. Make sure you join our Patreon. As always, go make stuff.